ladies and gentlemen. We're reporting to you from the Hackett football field, where Hackett has just begun their 1987 season by taking on Comstock. Hackett kicked off to Comstock, and so far we've had one play. I'm working with Jim McManus tonight, and Jim will be doing the play-by-play.
Comstock with a second down at about 5. And here's a man loose, number 21, and he's gone. That's Kevin Hausman, and he's gone. About 67 yards.
Second.
Looked like an off tackle.
Second play from scrimmage.
We apologize for coming on just a little bit late.
Still there.
Hackett kicked off to Comstock, and one dive play netted about 5 yards, and you saw what the next one netted, about 67. And very quickly, Comstock's up 6-0 here, and somewhat of a shocker.
In there, Coach.
I believe from what we've been told, Coach Bendix expected to have a fast team. It certainly appeared to be so on that play.
Very fast. Comstock will kick the extra point. Should be Gary Rickstad, number 20 it is. Holding Paul Evans, the quarterback. And the kick looked a little wide, but it's good.
Yep. Score one. With 11:02 left in that first quarter, Hackett finds itself down in this opening game of the 1987 campaign. I'm told that Hackett did win the toss and deferred to receive in the second half. So
I think they were giving too much.
Hopefully that'll turn out to be a good decision.
They were just sitting back and waiting.
Dick, I saw this Comstock team last week against Loy Norix, and they looked awesome. And they have not lost a step, it doesn't look like tonight, as this game gets underway.
Well, they're coming off a fine 7-2 season, I believe, so that they've got a nice base to build off of. And we had a heck of a game with them last year up there. Was that a double overtime?
Yes, it was. Yeah. I think it made their season. I think it kind of made ours in the reverse direction.
I would agree with that.
Here's the kick coming down here to, looks like Brian McManus here, and he's right up the middle here, and he's got some yards. As he's up over the 30-yard line and up to about the 33, it looks like. I'll make that about the 38. About a 20-yard return there. So Hackett will have good field position to start this drive of theirs and see what they can do with the football.
Well, you know, early on like that, you got to get those first couple hits in. I hope the kids adjust well to, can bounce back from that big play.
Oh, we certainly hope so. Mike Dorr will be the quarterback. And it looks like Dorr kept the ball there, I think, and he got absolutely nothing. The other backfield men will be Brian McManus, number 23. We'll get him as we can pick him out here for you.
He missed the handoff, Coach. Yeah, those kids in there, they need to settle.
Dorr calling signals in the huddle there, and we'll see if we can get some numbers down here. We'll see who's in the backfield. It looks like Joey Block is at fullback.
Yeah, this is the box left.
And I believe it's Sturzik at the other halfback. Handoff to Joe Block, and he fights up for a couple of yards up to about the 40-yard line.
Okay, they got
Good to see Sturzik in there. He was hobbling on crutches 2 days ago after a little injury he suffered in practice.
Yeah, I heard that too, and certainly is good to see him in there. Joey got a couple of yards there. It's third down at about 9 for Hackett coming up here on their 40-yard line, just short of it. And we'll see what the Irish come up here on this third long, which is ordinarily a passing down.
Hennigar entered the game.
Hennigar in the game, that's right. And Mike Dorr is hammered by the Comstock line, who blew right over center and never even got out from under the ball, and he's thrown for about a 3-yard loss.
That was number 51, Scott Hunt, the co-captain for the Comstock team.
Scott Hunt is quite a ball player, we understand, and he showed it right there.
He's 6'2", 180-pound senior, so he's probably seen a lot of ball games.
Brian McManus will be back to punt. Comstock with the early going here looks very dominating and awesome. Bad snap. McManus gets it away, and not a bad punt coming down here, and a fair catch is signaled for and made down at about the 36-yard line. of Comstock.
That was Gary Rickstad doing the fielding of that punt. That's just about where they put the ball in play on their first series and were able to score the touchdown from.
That's absolutely correct. And Gary Rickstad also their fine place kicker.
That's exactly right.
He was key performer for Comstock in the fine year they had a year ago. We'll be looking for a lot from him tonight. Comstock's ball first down on about their 37-yard line, and as you said, this is about where they ran the touchdown from the last time. This time they're going to throw the ball, and this time it's Hackett's defense that comes to the fore as the quarterback is sacked way back at about the 30-yard line. And Jeff Durhammer, number 50, I saw coming out of there.
And Durhammer is a 6'1", 190-pound senior.
He had some help in there, and I apologize. They got up so quick, and I didn't get all the numbers in there. It might have been Big Joe Schaefer, number 74, making his presence known also in there. Second down and long for Comstock, and a fumble in the backfield, and Hackett's on it. At the Comstock 27-yard line.
Number 81 for Hackett on that was Tim Ward.
Tim Ward on the ball for the Irish.
Somebody got a good hit that created that fumble. I didn't see just who it was.
They were in the backfield about the time the quarterback got the snap, and you saw what resulted. And now Hackett gets the first break of the ball game here, and we'll see what they can do with it here from inside the Comstock 30-yard line. The Irish with a first down. Looks like Joey blocked, Brian McManus and Sturzik again in the backfield with Dorr at quarterback. Block in motion. Quick pitch to Brian McManus. He cuts it inside. He's at about the 30. Cuts down inside, down to about the 25-yard line. And down even further than that. He's down about the 20. Well, we'll give him the 25 on it now that they've spot the ball. So a pickup of about 3 on the play. So it'll be second down and 7 for the Irish.
He must have a bad angle. I was sure he had another 3 yards on that.
Second and long for the Irish here. Same backfield. Door calling signals. Quick count again, and this time up the middle goes, looked like Andy Sturzik, and it did. He's ahead for 5 or 6 yards and very close to a first down. Down inside the Comstock 20-yard line at about the 19. That'll be third and about 2.
Looks like we're going right back to Soisson type football. We're going to take it right at them.
Little full house tee.
Yep.
And they run right by you.
I think with their quickness, that may be the thing that we're going to have to do is just go right straight at them.
Jimmy Henniger in the ball game for Joey Block, and they got the big backfield in now with Henniger and Sturzik. Brian McManus in the slot this time, it looks like, and they're going right up the gut with the ball. No, Dorr is going to throw it. He's hit again, and he's knocked down back at about the 25-yard line again. And that's twice now. He's come out from under center, and one of the Comstock boys, was that 51 again?
Yep.
Has been right on him when he's come out from under the center. And
You going to kick it, Coach?
we haven't been able to solve that particular blitz yet, have we?
No siree.
He seems to be in our backfield faster than anybody.
I think Dick was trying to call the old 19 optional there.
Well, they had the pass covered real well.
Many years, and it involves a double fake and a lot of time, and Dorr certainly didn't have it. So it looks like they might be lining up for an Eric Gilbert field goal try here.
Yeah, we've got 4th and 6.
It'll be 4th and 6 from the Comstock 24, it looks like, and so this will be a field goal of about, it'll be plus 40 yards.
Oh, he's quite capable of hitting that. This Comstock team looks much quicker than either team that Hackett scrimmaged in the preseason.
Yes.
It's coming off the ball real quick.
Well, they looked very quick against Norwich in their scrimmage last Friday. I was very impressed, and they certainly do again tonight. So Eric Gilbert with his first attempt of the season, and it'll be about a 41-yard attempt. Ball about the middle of the field, so the Hackett does have that advantage. Snap is good. The kick gets up, but it's going to be a little short.
Yep.
Just short.
He had the
A couple
line.
yards short. He had the line. It was dead in the middle, but it was about 2 or 3 yards short in the end zone. So Comstock dodges a bullet here in the early going, and they'll have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Don't check that. It'll about the 24 from the spot where the ball was snapped.
Come on, D!
And they'll take over the ball again, leading 7-0 here about midway in the first quarter from Soisson-Rapacz Field. Again, we welcome everybody to the 1987 season.
Comstock takes over 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line.
Comstock with a first down.
Hey, can you hear me?
Quarterback is Paul Evans.
Can you hear me?
And
Yeah,
I don't
motion.
think they got the play off.
pretty sure
We had movement
time.
along that Comstock line there.
They're shooting both
Motion,
sides
you
up
think,
there.
Nick?
No,
Maybe
I
it was a
think there
motion
was-
penalty.
there
One
was
of the others, certainly.
Backs are going to have to help out, pick those guys up on the pass.
It is on Comstock. And we'll see what the ref says here. It's the legal procedure against the Colts. So they'll start back at the 20-yard line now, or inside of it. Now a first down and about 15.
Comstock spreading out 2 wide receivers on us, trying to spread that defense a little thin, and that's where they popped us for
that's
that
what's
long
gonna work.
touchdown run.
Stuff, even the passes, we don't have time to make any fakes to the back.
Nice to see the
First and
crowd
15,
here.
Evans over the ball again. And a little cross buck coming through the line here. Nothing much going there as he pops up to about maybe the 23-yard line. And it looked like number 22 on the play there, the boy that ran the touchdown play, Roger Chapman. And boy, he's fast. They tried to pop him on a cross buck that time, but the Irish defense was waiting for that play. So it'll be second down and long for Comstock, 12 or 13 to go. And they split wide, a double wide out this time to their right. And they run the dive straight the middle, and he is buried right at the line of scrimmage.
Were they strictly an option ball club when you saw them in the scrimmage?
Yeah, they ran a lot of veer, and
Coach, I look for him to come
the biggest difference I see in this year against last year, they lost the Moberg kid that was a real good inside runner for him, and they're quicker outside. I'm not sure they're quite as strong inside as they were, even though the touchdown actually came more or less to the inside. And as Evans goes back to throw here on 3rd and long, and he throws one out here, and it's caught. And this is going to be a first down, I believe, for the Colts. It depends where they mark where they're marking him. He will have a first down by about a yard.
coming right at you.
He was all alone. He curled
Yep.
into that zone area.
So we're respecting his speed too much.
And a first down for the Colts outside their 30.
It's going to have to bump him, come up and intimidate him a little bit.
Nice little kind of a button hook pass down there, and the Hackett defense playing off him quite a ways there, and he was able to curl around and make the catch and get the first down by about a yard.
He had plenty of time to throw it, too.
Yes, he did. He had all day to throw it. First down for the Colts again, and the handoff goes outside, and this man, number 22, is gone again, and he's got a couple guys after him, and this time he's not going to make it. Brian McManus and number 81, Tim Ward, did manage to have the angle on him over there, but he's all the way down inside the Irish 40-yard line.
There's Ward with another great defensive play.
22
He recovered one fumble earlier.
Yes, he is.
Saved the
He's playing-
touchdown there.
He's playing a good ball game out there, Dick, but I'll tell you, they're going to have to put a couple of handles on this Houseman kid because
Roger
the
Chapman.
Irish have not found the answer for him yet.
Coach wants to know who went 22.
Well, he's only 5'10", and he runs real close to the ground.
That goes to Roger
He's a
Chapman.
tough
First
kid to
and
get
10.
shot on.
The Irish have on defense Comstock with the ball here at the Irish 38-yard line. Fake by Evans, and he's going to roll out here, and he makes a nice move out here, but now he cuts it back. It looked like he didn't have much, but he gets 5 or 6 yards.
You got to do something.
He's down inside. In fact, a little bit more than that, maybe, as he's down about to the 30-yard line.
These will be it, but we got to.
And he'll have about 8 yards on that play, and in fact, give him 9. So second down and 1. 4 minutes left here in this first quarter, and Comstock being very dominant. Scoring a quick touchdown, the second play of the game, and then surviving a fumble deep in their own territory.
On the pass.
And a missed Irish field goal, now driving again inside the Irish 30-yard line. And Evans gives the ball to Houseman again. And, Chapman again, and he's gone. No, he's hit down at the 5-yard line. I believe it was number 28, Chuck DuRoss.
Linebacker, he's just losing on that.
Henniger did a heck of a job. He had the quarterback before he handed that off, and he had the presence of mind to still make that handoff.
Check that, Dick. I think that was your boy that made that tackle. I'm confusing the numbers because they had different numbers on at the scrimmage last Saturday. And,
Right, they did.
I think Chucky DeRoss is number 24, come to think of it. So give Rich Neeson credit for that tackle down there at the 5-yard line. And a first and goal for the Colts here. They're knocking on the door and threatening to blow this game open early. And Evans right up the middle, and he's close. He's down to the 1 or 2 yard line. Dick, Hackett hasn't found an answer for that play over that one tackle, it looks like, over there.
Yeah, they're dominating from tackle to tackle on us.
Are they pinching them?
I'm sure Coach Soisson's going to make some
That's
adjustments,
Pablo
try to
and-
close that down, make them do something other than what they've been doing.
Comstock is doing the bulk of their damage to the left side of the Irish defense. Their left side. Second and down in about 2 from the 2-yard line here. Evans again on a dive to, I believe it's Rick Stad. He fumbled the ball, so
He
covered
was
in the end zone by Comstock, and I think they would have given him the touchdown anyway.
Yeah,
It's
they
not Rick
signaled him
Stad, it's
in.
number 40, Mike Coos.
You had to do something offensively to slow them down.
I had the 0, but it was a 40 instead of a 20. So Mike Coos scores the second Colt touchdown. And very quickly here with 2:41 to play in the first quarter, the Colts are up 13-0 and threatening to make a laugher out of this.
Between the two guys on the goal.
The Irish have their backs to the wall and we're early in the ball game.
Rickstad to try the
Gary Rickstad will try the point. Evans holding.
Our side of the field, that was a goal line. There was about a 3-yard split in it.
Snap is good. Rickstad gets it up. It looks good. It is good. And it's 14-0.
score Comstock 14.
Well, Dick, do you see anything out there that the Irish are doing or not doing that obviously they're not controlling that play to Chapman?
They're doing a pretty good job, Comstock is, of not only
Going to your
creating a hole, but they're taking our linebackers out who should be making that hit once they cross that line. So I'm not sure exactly how they're blocking that particular play, but it sure has worked for them. You bet we'll see it again. I'd be a little leery that they also look like they've got the ability to put the ball up in the air, and we stack it too tight, they're probably going to come after us in the air.
The Irish have had problems in the last few years with veer offenses and situations, and most particularly against Matawan last year. After playing a scoreless first half, Matawan amassed some 36 points in the second half on some long runs as Brian McManus comes back with a kickoff and again gets a nice return out here over the 35-yard line. And again, pretty good field position for the Irish. But getting back to that veer, the Irish were more or less disemboweled out at Matawan last year, and their basic defenses they play, if they don't play them exactly right, and I mean that their linebackers aren't where they should be, are very vulnerable to those off-tackle options. And like the Houseman ran, and this has been a source of concern for the Irish coaching staff, and obviously it's going to be tonight too. Here's a quick pitch in the spread formation to Joey Block, and he's got 3 or 4. He's out up over the 40-yard line, and we're going to spot it up about the 42.
That's good.
Now you can see the quickness of the Comstock team. The pursuit is very good at this point of the game.
Comstock has a very good football team. That's quite evident. We haven't played the first quarter yet. And I'm going to be remiss. I'm going to start naming off some of these kids in the lineup here. We get settled in here a little bit. There's been quite a bit of action here early in the early going, and most of it with the blue and white. Dorr back to throw. He's being rushed, but he throws it over the middle behind the receiver. A big rush for Comstock, but Dorr did get it off. Eric Gilbert, the intended receiver there, up at about the 45-yard line. It wouldn't have got much yards anyway.
Mike threw that totally behind Eric, but he did have some time. On his original look, they were covered, and then he had to scramble in order to get the pass off.
The Comstock secondary here, number 84.
Yeah, I got it. It's a good call.
Mark Harper, number 40, of course, the boy that scored the last touchdown, Mike Coos. We see a 21 back there, Kevin Houseman, a veteran from last year. They're the deep secondary.
And we got the trips on the right side for
Hackett. McManus outside, and he gets a block, and he is up to about the 45, maybe a little short of it. He'll be well short of the first down. He picked up 2 or 3 yards on the play, but it's going to be, in fact, about 2. It'll be 4th and about 4. The Irish offense has been fairly well stymied tonight. And McManus will be back to punt here from the Irish 44-yard line, and it's been a Comstock quarter. Good snap. And he gets a low driving kick, but it's going to drive the man back to about the 15-yard line. He's going to have some room to run, and he bounces back upfield to just short of the 35-yard line. About a 20-yard return.
It's a good kick. It had a low trajectory, but it carried a lot of distance.
Well, the return man, and I didn't get his number. Did you get his number there?
No, I did.
Was it Houseman or Coos? were playing back there, or possibly Rickstad, but they made a nice grab of the ball. If it got over his head, they would have probably been deep in their own territory. But he made a nice snag, kind of like an outfielder, and was able to get a good return, because with a low kick, you don't get the coverage you desire. First down for the Colts again. Here they are around that 35-yard line, Dick. And this time they try it to the Chapman boy, and he does not get much this time. The Irish defense may have sealed that little hole up there.
Well, Eric Gilbert had him on that particular play, but the kid didn't stop running. I give him credit.
He got a couple of yards. Eric Gilbert made the tackle there, number 90.
Putting a double wide out to the right side out here and spreading us out. Looks like a slant type pattern developing off of that kind of stuff.
They run a lot of that. Here's a quick pitch to the outside. And and we don't know who's got it. There's a big pile up, and I don't know who's on it. I think Comstock got on it first. And actually, they picked up a couple of yards on the fumble because it went forward. But
I think that quick pitch.
That's number 51, Scott Hunt.
I think we might have a replay on that. Let's see if we have a replay.
But I really think the dives are there.
Okay, that's the end of that first quarter. Quickly moving first quarter before a very nice looking crowd here at the Hackett's home field. Comstock, of course, is up by that 14-2.